Anglers are notoriously difficult to buy Christmas gifts for because we're just so dang picky and we tend to buy our gear ourselves, which makes it really frustrating for the people that love us and want to buy us something for Christmas. So if you're an angler, be sure to send this video to somebody buying a Christmas gift for you this year. And if you're on the receiving end of this video, this is what the angler in your life wants. My name is Wes Littlefield with Anglers.com, and I'm putting my Santa Claus hat on this year to help you get a sneak peek into the angler's mind. Okay, you probably already knew they only think about fish and how to catch them. But in this video, we're gonna work our way from basic cheap stocking stuffers all the way up to the ultimate Christmas gift for an angler. As always, links are in the description below to make it easy for you just to click it and purchase it. We get a small commission from that at no extra cost to you. So the stocking stuffers. My first and favorite is always snacks. My very favorite is jerky. I absolutely love jerky because it's filling, it tastes good, and it's not fattening. Another good snack is trail mix. You can find these just about anywhere. They make the perfect stocking stuffer for the hungry fisherman in your life. So another very cheap, super easy stocking stuffer is a rod protector. I don't know how many times I've been saved by these. They've helped my rods last for many more years than they ever should have, bouncing around in the back of my truck or bouncing around in my kayak trailer. So a rod protector is something that a lot of people aren't gonna think of. It's cheap and it's super helpful. Another protector is a reel protector. Same exact reasons, same thing. Pair these two up, you got an excellent stocking stuffer. Some other stocking stuffers are gonna be lures. These packs like this are perfect for the beginner or somebody just building their tackle box because it gives you an assortment of different kind of lures in different colors, so you don't have to know what color to buy, and they still get a bunch of lures that they can actually use. Now for a little bit more serious anglers that already have a tackle box built, they've probably got some specific lures in mind. They already know what color they want. They know what size they want. And in that case, it's best just to ask them, hey, send me a link to exactly what you want. That way you're not buying the wrong lure. Speaking of building a tackle box, anglers need a tackle box. So if they don't already have tackle trays are a great stocking stuffer. They're actually a little big to put in a stocking, I get it. Ones like these aren't very expensive and they help the angler in your life stay organized and protect the lures that you just bought them. So tackle trays like this are a great option. Now for the advanced anglers, they've probably got a certain size that they want. They probably even got a brand preference. So once again, if you're dealing with a little bit more experienced angler, they're probably gonna have something specific in mind and you should ask them exactly what they want. So I typically fish from a kayak or a pretty old boat, a late 80s, early 90s boat and motor, and I run into some problems every now and then. Sometimes it's difficult to start and I need some tools. Hence, I think it's an excellent idea to get the angler in your life a basic toolkit for the boat. If they own a boat, then they're gonna need to work on it. They might get stuck out in the middle of the lake or all the way on one end of the lake and the boat ramp and their truck's on the other, and they've got to figure out a way to get back. I've been there, I've done it, it's not fun, but as long as you've got a basic tool set on the boat, it is a lifesaver. But if you've got a bank angler in your life or a kayak angler, a pair of pliers, some clippers, and just basic fishing tools are also a lifesaver. Honestly, for years, I've used fingernail clippers to clip the line and they've worked great. There are some much better products out there now, like line cutters. I absolutely love mine, but there's also times that we need help taking a hook out of the mouth, and that's where your pliers come in. So we need all of these tools to help keep us safe, to help protect fish, and to keep us fishing longer, which is why tools are an excellent stocking stuffer. So we've got their stocking stuffed. Now let's talk about a little bit more expensive gear that they can still benefit from, but it's not breaking the bank yet. First and foremost, every angler needs another rod and reel. Combos are a perfect way to go for the beginning to intermediate anglers because they tend to be less expensive, but you're still getting good quality. One of my favorite combos right now is the Bass Pro Shops Extreme Stick. Now this is an ultralight combo, but they've got a wider variety of options. So if your angler doesn't like ultralight fishing, can't use a small pole because they're targeting bigger catfish or bigger bass, don't worry, there is an option for you. I just like the ultralight rig because I can use it for trout fishing. During the wintertime, I use it a lot for downsizing my lures and crappie fishing and catching the heck out of sunfish and bluegill. Now, I've just been sent this one to test it out and I've caught a few fish with it, but I'm still working on my full opinion, so that's for a later date. But right now, I'm absolutely loving this. And for less than $100 for the reel and the rod, it's dang near impossible to beat. The next rod and reel combo that I am absolutely loving is the Shimano Caius. Once again, I was sent this rod and reel to test out, and I got to put it to the test while striped bass fishing at a local river, and I reeled in about a 30-pounder on it. No problems at all. It casts like a dream. I am absolutely loving this. And it's not a crazy expensive rod and reel combo. So for the bass angler in your life, this is an excellent option. The Shimano Caius. So you definitely want your angler to make it home. And that's why I think a life jacket is critical. If they're a kayak angler or a boat angler, it is a must, because accidents happen randomly, unexpectedly, and yes, more than likely, they can swim pretty well. But in clothing, or the water temperature's cold, or God forbid they hit their head and fall in, there's so many other factors that go into it than just being able to swim. And that's why I think anglers should always have a life jacket. Whether that's an inflatable one like this one, or the traditional foam style life jackets, the angler in your life should own at least one, if not multiple. I own 3 or 4. It's getting ridiculous how many life jackets I own. But my point is, it's a great Christmas gift, because more than likely they're not gonna be thinking about it. Another great Christmas gift is fishing clothing. This is hats, face shields, gloves, performance hoodies, anything that can help protect your angler from the weather is going to make them very happy. And lastly, for this section, actual tackle boxes and tackle bags. So if you've got a bank angler in your life that you're buying for, a tackle bag or tackle backpack is probably gonna be the best option. Now, you might ask them if they would prefer to have a tackle box, but I know that when I go fishing from the bank, I like to have a tackle backpack just because I'm a backpack guy. Got too many backpacks as it is, but I just think a tackle backpack's easier to carry around the pond, around the bank, whatever it is. Throw it in the truck, throw it in the car, and you're good to go. A tackle box is a little bit more cumbersome, so I tend to use them more in my kayak and in a boat. And really, in the kayak, I use tackle trays in a kayak crate or just a milk crate. This helps me stay organized, a little bit more compact, and it's a little bit easier to use in a kayak, which is a lot more confined space than a boat. All right, now if you really want to blow the angler in your life's mind with just how much you love them, these are the ultimate Christmas gifts for an angler. Number one is like a wet suit, a dry suit. We're talking like a nice rain jacket, nice bibs. This is gonna cost several $100s at a minimum, but they will thank you if they're a die-hard angler that's gonna fish in nasty weather. Another one is electronics, like this Garmin Fish Finder. There are several different fish finders in varying price categories for varying experience levels and needs, and you can check out the playlist link down in the description where I discuss the pros and cons of several of the latest, greatest fish finders on the market, so you can know exactly which one to get your angler. Still on the topic of electronics is a new trolling motor. If they've got a boat, if they've got a kayak, more than likely they're gonna love a trolling motor. Now, once again, these come from a few $100s all the way up to several $1,000s. So be sure to consult the angler in your life as to which one they've been looking at, which one they would get the most use out of, and go with that option. The ultimate Christmas gift that you can get an angler is gonna be a new boat and a new truck. I mean, let's be real. That would be freaking awesome. Chevy acts like it happens all the time. I've never heard of anybody actually getting a new truck or a new boat for Christmas, because that's just a crazy expensive gift. But if you've got a bunch of money to spend, say you won the lottery or you just got a thriving business, well then, hey, a new vehicle, a new boat, a new kayak. Now, a new kayak is actually a lot more manageable than most people think. And I've got a couple of reviews of kayaks down in the description below that you can check out. So if you've got a bank angler in your life that's looking to get out on the water, but you don't want to drop 10, 20, 30, 60, 100 grand on a boat, and then you've got to buy a vehicle that can pull it and haul it, well, kayak is a great option, and it's my absolute favorite way to fish. So that's it, there you go. Those are the ultimate Christmas gifts for anglers. I promise if you stick to this list, the angler in your life is going to have the greatest Christmas of all time. Don't forget, all the links to the gear that I've mentioned are down in the description below, and be sure to have the merriest Christmas. God bless.